What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that I wish I knew early on in my anxiety disorder days before I started to recover. I want to share this with you guys because I think it could help enlighten some of you, speed up your recovery process. I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I did, and that's what this channel is about. But you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know something that you wish you knew early on in your anxiety journey, all right? Sharing is caring. It'll probably help somebody else out that's scrolling through the comments. So please do that. If you're new here, subscribe. All right, so the first thing that I wish I knew back then was that I didn't have to be consciously triggered or consciously anxious to have anxiety symptoms. The longer that I had anxiety, my subconscious started to play a bigger role in my symptoms. They were more so on autopilot. They were more chronic-like, if you will, okay? So in the beginning, it would be a conscious trigger that would either send me into panic or give me chest pain. But again, as time went on and my subconscious became more troubled, more traumatized, more in fear, enveloped in fear, I started to get these symptoms on days that I wasn't consciously anxious. And this really messed with me and held me back from recovery. It fueled my health anxiety because, of course, I'd go to the doctors, get tested out. I'm told that I'm fine. It would be okay for a little while, but then I'm out having a good time maybe. Maybe I'm eating out or I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, or maybe I'm watching a movie or relaxing on a couch or at a barbecue, doing something cool. I feel relaxed, I feel good, and then out of nowhere, my chest would start to hurt. This would send me into a catastrophizing spiral. And I'm like, see, this is why I think they're misdiagnosing me. This is why there's gotta be something wrong with me. It made anxiety acceptance so hard. So know this, you do not have to be consciously triggered or anxious to have anxiety symptoms. The quicker that you can accept this, the easier your recovery process will be, because this alone was one of the biggest things that held me back. Always get your reassurance from a doctor first. Get it rolled out, get a second or third opinion, get a few tests if you need them. But whenever it comes to acceptance, this is something that held me back and it made it hard for me to accept. I'm having a great day. I don't feel anxious. Why is my chest hurting? This must mean I really do have a heart problem. Why is my arm going numb? Why do I have this crushing headache? Why does my stomach feel sick? I'm not being triggered by this or that. And we all have our different triggers. Everybody's different. But the quicker you can start to grasp this and accept it, the easier this whole process is gonna be. All right, so this is a big one. The second thing I wish I knew back then whenever I was going through my anxiety is that consistency is a huge cornerstone to recovery. Consistency. There were so many times I would try this diet, or I would try this workout plan, or I'd try mindfulness, the meditation. Maybe I'd pick up journaling and I'd stick with it for 2 days, maybe 3 days, sometimes a week, maybe 2 weeks if, I was getting a little extra into my recovery process. And I wouldn't get the total results that I was expecting. And this is huge, guys, because I didn't understand how long it took to rewire the anxious brain. It takes time, okay? Is that 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months for you? I don't know, we're all different. But if you're not being consistent, doing it for months, you're never gonna find out if it was gonna work for you, okay? Some of you are quitting things within a few days because all of your symptoms didn't go away. Your subconscious is just now adjusting. This video that I'm sharing with you and you're watching, your subconscious may not register with this for another 30 days. It's behind. This is habit building, guys. Think about it. If you're gonna go work out, for instance, and you're overweight, you're out of shape, that first week or 2 is rough on your subconscious. Your subconscious is saying, this is dangerous. What are you doing? Stop. It's saying the same thing when you pick up meditation and you've never done it before. It's saying the same thing when you're trying a new diet. It's like, what are you eating this crap for? Where's the good stuff? It takes time. You have to be consistent. Stop picking something up and quitting it. Another big mistake, and I'll put it in with this one, is that I would do things one at a time. I'd try the diet. Whenever that didn't work for a while, now I'm gonna just do exercise. Whenever that doesn't work, I'm just going to do mindfulness. When this doesn't work, I'm just gonna practice patience and gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, I had to put it all together. It's a total package, total transformation. There's no quick fix here. It takes time to rewire. You have to be consistent to get your subconscious in line with your now conscious intentions. Okay? If you're starting a new diet, expect your subconscious to be weeks behind. It'll catch up, but how does it catch up? You keep doing it. See, that's habit building. You have to build habits when it comes to your anxiety recovery. So be consistent. Stop picking something up and then dropping it after a day or two. Some of you trying something one time, you're like, that was too hard, too difficult. My symptoms didn't go away. I'm just gonna get rid of it. There's so many tools that could be working amazing for you if you just would have stuck with it a little bit longer, okay? So be consistent. The third thing, guys, I really wish that I understood that being uncomfortable was a sign of growth and not that I was doing something wrong. Whenever I would feel uncomfortable, especially with something like exposure, my first thought was like, no, I don't need to do this. This is too much. I need to go. I need to get out of here. I would run. I would avoid. Guys, every day, especially if you're wanting to recover. Now, tools alone, they'll help you manage. But if you're interested in recovery, that's what I'm talking about here, specifically recovery, exposure is going to be a huge part of that. And when you start exposing yourself in the beginning, maybe it's by accident, maybe you're just trying to dip your toes in the water, you are going to feel uncomfortable. It almost doesn't matter how many tools you've come up with or how many things you put into your anxiety toolbox or your anxiety utility belt. Meditation, mindfulness, journaling, exercise, diet, all those things are incredible. Will they make you feel less anxious when you go out to do exposure therapy? Sure, that's why a kick-ass morning routine was very beneficial for me. It helped me so much. Same thing with the evening routine. They feed off of each other. But when we go out into the field, which is what I like to call OJT, on-the-job training, you know how whenever you start a new job sometimes, you know, you do learn the tools, there's orientation, but then they kind of throw you out to the wolves, see what you got. That's part of the process if you want to fully recover 100%. But I would start to do exposure, and we can even talk about starting a new tool, right? A new diet or exercise program or something. For some of you, that's exposure, right? Some of you are afraid of those things. And whenever I would feel uncomfortable, I'd automatically think that I'm doing something wrong, right? Because the subconscious is actually trying to protect you. It's saying, oh, that's dangerous, that's new, right? And then we listen to it, we buy into it, and we think there's gotta be another way. And this also kind of feeds into the quick fix thing, right? We want something fast, we want something to work now, but that's not how it works. We always have to go through a period of time when something's new and different to not only our conscious mind, but obviously our subconscious mind. There's going to be a period of change, growth, learning, and that requires you to be uncomfortable. So finally, probably midway through my recovery period, I started to really embrace being uncomfortable. So do something every single day that makes you uncomfortable, all right? Use your common sense. You know what I'm talking about here. Exposure, trying new things, trying new tools. I'm not talking about being stupid or doing something that's just completely dangerous or idiotic. We're talking about recovery, anxiety recovery. So make sure that you're doing something every single day that makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Exposure is great. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you so much. I want you to go down below in the comment section. Show me that you made it this far by typing in all caps, anxiety, move over. Anxiety, move over. Remember guys, if you're tired of dealing with these symptoms, these panic attacks, all the horrible things that come with anxiety disorders, remember that I've been there, I've done that, I've recovered 100%, and I do offer a course that shows you how I did that step by step. So I'll put my recovery course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. I also have a coaching program. I'll put the email down there as well so you can reach out to me and see if we can set something up. But guys, I love you all. Remember, if you're new here, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff is down below. And I'm gonna put a link for online therapy down below as well. If you've never tried therapy, online therapy is a very good way to get started. You can do it on the phone, the laptop, the PC, the tablet. I know that I live in a very small town, so there's not a lot of options regarding mental health, and a lot of you are there as well. This really opens, the options up for you. So try that out if you've never tried therapy. But guys, I love you all. Remember to please hit like if you got value from this video, and I'll be uploading tomorrow.